Have you heard of Crotch Gate? Ski jumpers in the Olympics have been enhancing their members to give them a better jump.
Matt's saying it crosses first.
That does not even make sense.
I was wondering if you ever get mad at each other.
Marianne. She's like, I want the tea.
I want the tea. We just had our first conflict a couple weeks ago.
What we're planning is a granny trip.
Granny trip.
I love granny culture. I'm actually so excited to be a grandma. I literally told Matt the other day, I was like, I'm gonna be Lolly and you're gonna be Pop. Morning flights with babies is always the way to go.
You told me that, and then I was like, she's so right about that.
I did it wrong a lot of times.
Well, you walked so we could run.
I tripped and fell. Welcome back to
Always Here.
We are Abby Howard.
And Abby Howard.
And we are here to share the hope in the hard with heart and humor.
Woo.
I feel like everyone's had kind of a lot going on recently.
Yeah.
How we feel. Addie's burnt out.
Addie's back.
Burnt out.
Addie's back.
I'm back and
goodness.
burnt out.
She's back and she's burnt out.
She's back from her vacation and you're
Yes.
tired.
Yeah, just a great time. No, yes, I'm glad to be back. But
Was it a good
also,
trip?
It was really good. It was the first time. I feel like we are building a team with everything, so it was really good for me to be able to step away for actually just log off, which was really fun. So yeah, it was good to be away. But now we're getting into almost 6-month territory for Brielle, which means food,
Oh, yeah.
which means longer wake windows, which means longer, I don't know. Just a new transition. I feel like we had everything ready with her, and now it's 6 months.
Big shift.
Everything changes.
Totally.
So,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
6 months is a big shift.
It is. It's fun, though.
Yeah. So I'm excited to spend time with her and learn more
Sweet.
about her, learn what food she likes.
She's going to love everything. She loves to eat, that girl. She's so cute.
Yeah. Chunky girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was when you were talking to me about that this morning, I was like, wow, there's two different types of people, because I feel like we both have had a lot of plans. We were like, I just need an afternoon where I don't have plans, or an
Yes.
evening. And I think that's actually my worst fear at this point in time. No big deal.
I'm looking to Wednesday. I'm like, oh, Wednesday's our first day in 14 days of nothing to do tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm ready to do nothing.
Should we work backwards from what's going on?
Sure.
Okay, well, last night we all had the hibachi night.
Yay!
And I think it
Insert
was,
video, insert picture.
seriously, guys, it was actually way more fun than Matt and I were both expecting. And
Yeah.
I would say if you're wanting to host something that is actually pretty hands-off
And interactive at the same time.
and interactive, I was like, wow, as a host, it was very easy to set up. And then, but it was very fun and silly. You have to have a good group of people. So I will say, let me brag on our friends for a little bit, but everyone was a good, fun, lively group. Otherwise, it could have been awkward if you have maybe more uptight.
If it's a corporate setting, it's probably not.
No, it's probably uncomfortable.
probably not
Don't
big
do
to
that. But we used Let's Hibachi, and they have a chain all over the U.S.
fun. I
And
didn't know that.
I would definitely rebook with them. I'm already we need to do this for your birthday, Matt. We got the big tables now, so we need to do this more and more. It was just so funny, though, because you guys, I opened the door, and I'm trying to get things settled, and then they're just at the door with their little jackets on, and he's like, I'm Chef AB, and this is Keith, and we're here for hibachi. And I was like,
They already were
this
character.
feels like a bit. I love it.
They say we're in character all night. It's
They
so
did.
great.
They were.
It
Chef
was
Keith.
fun.
I loved Keith.
It's not just food, you guys. There's they have little games, and they were trying to throw some conversation starters out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Sake everywhere.
Sake!
Even though we had a total of 4 people
That would drink any sake. Yeah.
We were all like, get up.
Caleb and
Poor
Matt.
Caleb. He's a one drink total guy, and everyone's just he'll take it. Him.
I feel like him and Matt were both just getting
Egging each
sake.
other on.
I feel like we're the only people that were okay, I'm comfortable, because some people don't know each other. No one's gonna be Blake when he would take a sake, but
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
sake
totally.
Blake. We were talking about before. Afterwards, I was a little bit experienced in some
The gas was unbelievable.
gas. There's a lot of salt, I think.
Oh my
A lot
gosh.
of happening. It was very good. The
Every
food was
time I have
good.
teriyaki, it's just game over for the night.
You describe it as bubble gut.
It's bubble gut. I just turning and churning, and I'm like,
Last night,
so good.
I went to bed. Matt's playing with my hair, which he does most nights as I'm falling asleep. And I'm just literally about to fall asleep. And then he goes, did you just fart?
And you're like,
And I
most
was like,
likely.
I forgot I did, but I did.
You forgot you did.
And I was like, please say toot.
I'm asleep.
It was the
When
worst when it's in the
We were
sheet.
growing up because it was just, we were all sisters. My mom goes, girls don't fart, they fluff. And I hate that it's a fluff.
Fluff?
Yeah. And I remember one time my uncle looked at me, he goes, Abby, you farted when I was little. And I ran to my mom crying and I go, oh, I'm a boy.
Fluff, I've literally never heard that.
It's not, yeah, it's not a term. It's not a thing.
She said it often though. Like it was.
She would only let us call it a fluff. Never, the minute I grew up, I was like, I'm not calling it that.
I call it a toot.
A toot.
I was like, I'm so sorry.
Very dainty toot.
Yeah, no, it's the worst.
No,
It's
I
in the
don't toot. I'll
sheets.
fart.
And I was like, you do, Abby. Honestly.
Let it
I know.
rip.
It's sorry for the potty talk, but I'm not embarrassed by that.
I'm not embarrassed by that. No, it was good food. That was a really fun time and
So great.
Very unexpected. Also crazy for the Monday night.
It
Way to
was a
kick
crazy
off-
Monday night.
Crazy Monday
Way
night.
to kick off Valentine's week.
And it started at 7. We were like, wow, we're gonna be up late on a Monday.
Yeah.
No, it was cool. They did at one point put the hat on Abby, and she looked exactly like her ChatGPT
Yes, I-
picture.
This is the shot.
This is the shot.
That was so
cracking up.
funny. Yep.
Today, if I talk like this, it's because I'm spent. We had our Super Bowl party on Sunday and then hibachi on Monday. The Super Bowl party was super fun too, I thought, personally.
Very fun.
Thanks. It was a good
Great
time.
party.
Thanks. I didn't feel stressed about it because everyone brought food, so I didn't feel like I was in charge of anything except just providing a clean home and some sliders. I made these hamburger sliders.
Those were
Addie, you
delicious.
missed out.
I know. I almost slid up on your DM and said, if you have any more, bring them. So.
I did, but we bashed them yesterday for our lunch. Sorry, I should have saved
Darn.
one. They were really
fault.
good and really easy to make. They're on the Hawaiian roll, so anything on a Hawaiian roll is gonna slap. But it was such
Was
an
there
easy recipe.
butter on those?
Yeah, you mix the butter, like the glaze on top, with brown sugar and Dijon mustard, and so it kind of caramelized on the
were
top.
really good.
And it was a little bit of sweet, and then inside the hamburger meat was barbecue sauce and a little bit of mayo. And
Would have
onion.
never guessed there was barbecue sauce in
A
there.
little bit.
Because I don't really like barbecue sauce that much. but
I don't either.
loved those.
That was so good. It was like the perfect balance of sweet and savory. So
That was good.
it was really good. I have it saved on my highlights on Instagram if you guys want to go find it.
It was a fun party. I watched 0% of the game.
Same. We had 3 TVs, so no one could miss the game.
It
And I
wasn't
didn't
worth
watch a
watching.
cent of the
It was
game.
so
Yeah, I kind of got the
boring.
vibes. It was a little boring.
So boring.
Yeah, it kind of seemed. The last few years have kind of been boring.
I didn't even watch the halftime show. There's just so many children.
There were a lot of children. So we kind of had it set up where our TV room, there were people in there. And then we had a TV in our dining room where all the food was. And then outside we had a TV with all the moms and the kids. And there were a lot of kids. And they were all just herded in the back.
It was fun. It's the best. That's the
It
way
was
to
really
do it.
fun,
Just
yeah.
let them go outside. You're like, get out. Go.
Totally.
Go. Do your thing.
Our house isn't that big. And I didn't really take that into account when I was just like, invite everybody. Which I'm never going to invite less. Like
It was packed.
When I had Vivi in the back nursing when people were getting there. And I just kept hearing the door open and close and the volume raising. And I just sat thinking to myself, I go, how many people did we invite to this party?
There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
It was
But
fun.
it was great.
Though. Super fun. And Sunday morning, we went to Paw Patrol Live.
Oh my God.
Kicked off the day with went to Paw Patrol Live. I took Griffin last year because Augie was like a little too little for it, and he didn't even really like Paw Patrol at the time. This year we were kind of going back and forth because Paw Patrol Live has gotten a little out of touch.
With what?
Their pricing.
Really?
It's outrageous.
What was it? You don't have to say. You don't have to say.
I'll say.
What
I
was
want to
it?
know.
I mean, we got like the cheapest seats on SeatGeek.
Yeah.
And for our family to go, it was almost $500.
Can you imagine sitting in the front?
No, oh.
Who is sitting in the
No,
front?
they have a VIP experience. We were walking up and Matt goes, why didn't we do that? I was like, Matt,
Matt.
what do you want? Do you know what this cost us? He had no idea. And I
my
was like,
gosh.
well,
I would have guessed like
for the
$30 a
children.
ticket.
for all 4 of us to
Same.
go, it was, first of all, each ticket was over $100. We were in the back, essentially. And we got no souvenirs and we got no snacks. I packed my own snacks. I was like, this is crazy.
That is crazy. Was it at the arena?
It was at the Arizona Financial.
So it was a little bit of a smaller theater.
I mean, it's pretty big. It's not super small. No.
Is that where
And they
Troy
did not
Kennedy was?
sell out the tickets because who's paying for their family to go to that? You have to buy a ticket as soon as they're 2.
Yeah. I wonder if it's a lot of corporate. Like my dad, when we were kids growing up, we'd go to Disney Live and Disney on Ice, but we would always go through his radio
Disney
station.
on Ice is so cheap though.
Oh.
It's like $30 max. Like you can go cheap for Disney on Ice.
Paw Patrol raking it in.
It's a good show. It has impressive costumes. It has like good set and special effects, and like their cast is talented. But I was like, wowza. I literally kept looking at them. I was like, you guys are having a great time.
You guys are getting paid well.
Yeah, no, I was talking to the kid. I was like, but they they were sat for it. They were very
cute,
and they were very excited about it. But I don't know. I'm not sold that we'll do it again next year.
Well, we'll touch back.
We'll probably be back.
Yeah,
We'll be back.
maybe that theater was just more expensive too.
That's where it was
Like, maybe
the
that
year
look-
before too.
Oh, well.
I don't know.
Demand.
There was a jump in prices. I felt. I mean, gosh, comment down below. But that was crazy. Yeah.
But that's they enjoyed it.
They did enjoy it.
Good.
They did enjoy it. It was a good time.
Good.
Also,
It was Saturday. I'm trying to think what
Saturday we
was.
went to the spa. Really.
Oh my gosh! We had a packed weekend.
We had a packed weekend. Oh, Saturday I also had a dance class.
Back to that thing where you're doing something every day in February.
Yeah. I also made breakfast for the campers in our backyard Saturday morning. This was my
yeah.
Saturday. Made breakfast for the campers in the dark because if I turn on the light, it was in their campground because they were camping in our backyard. And that was fun. That you're gonna see a YouTube video of that if you check out our YouTube channel. But Matt and some of his dad friends and their kids all set up tents in our
Really sweet.
small turfed area of our backyard and camped overnight. And I had so much confidence in my kids. I was like, they're gonna be the best camp or the best tent. Worst tent by far. Worst tent by far. I could hear them cackling at 11 p.m. from our bedroom upstairs. I didn't think they were gonna make it. They made it all night. They did. Spoiler alert.
And
But
Matt made it all night.
Matt made it all night. He was beat the next morning. I was like,
believe it.
hey, by the way, you chose to do this. And you chose to also book me a spa day today. So thank you. So we I got like several hours like just to recharge and relax, which was really good. And came back, which also when my massage ended, I thought I was going to cry because I was like,
It was that good.
it was so good. I was like, please don't be wrapping up right now.
Right.
What do I have to do?
I know.
And I actually felt like I was going to fall asleep during that massage, and I never feel that way. Like, I feel like my thoughts are always, like, kind of racing a little. Not racing, but, like, I'm usually not that relaxed. I was so relaxed. I was literally about to fall asleep.
Yeah, I was like, what'd you guys do all day? And I go, we literally just sat by the pool and talked
Just
for
talked.
hours.
It was needed. It was,
And then we moved to this room, and then we talked, and then we moved to this room, and then we talked.
I thought I was going to read, like, 2 books, and I was like, you know what? This is better. This is better
Oh,
to,
I
like,
know.
fill my cup. I literally felt, like, so refreshed after that.
I did too.
Even though I didn't, like, sleep or anything. I just felt so charged up.
Good.
And then
Me
I
too.
went home, did a dance class with Matt, and it was actually so fun. We
It was
all
good.
need to do it. You need to force Blake somehow. I'm actually going to try to force my dad, too, because my mom really wants to do it.
That would be the only way if they both
I
go.
know. That would be the way. It's set up for beginners. Like, it's very simple.
No recordings. No
Okay.
socials.
Okay.
Them.
We'll work on that.
Well, I think those would be their requirements.
For
well,
Blake to go.
the teacher
You can
was
take yours.
recording, so I don't know if you could really tell her. She maybe
Tell
could.
her.
Was it at the Wave?
It was at the Wave, but she also,
Sweet.
this lady does it in her own house too.
Oh, sweet.
Or she can come to anyone's house. And she also charges just based on the hour. She's like, you can have as many couples as you want. So I was like,
Aw.
that would be fun to host. Like, have
Yeah.
friends come over to dance. It was really, really a great way to connect because I feel like a lot of times, like, it's easy to just, like, go to dinner. But this was, like, we were, like, interacting a lot, and you were like, it's new and fun, and also we like to dance, so it was fun.
Sweet.
It was very different and a great time. We're like, we already can't wait to do it again. It was a
Fun.
great time.
So what was the consensus? What kind of dance was it?
There were several different types. She showed us like an intro to like country swing, the bachata. What's the
Okay.
one that starts with an R?
Rumba?
Maybe that. I don't
Wow,
know. We did
good
like
memory.
3 or 4 different types.
Cool.
It was really fun.
Was it Mel?
No, she brought in an instructor.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I was like, Mel is such a sweetie. It'd be fun.
I also
She
had a
did it.
Galentine's on Thursday night, which neither one of you came to. But
I know.
no
We
big
had Bible
deal.
study Thursday, so I couldn't.
Oh, yeah, I was there.
I left early.
Oh, that's fine.
That's what I learned about myself this week when we were talking about like what type of person you are. I will leave early. I will go home at a certain time.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. I won't
Abby
stay
will
too
be
late.
the last to leave.
Yeah, I'm like usually the last one to get there and the last one to
Me
leave.
too, though, actually.
I'm first to get there, first to leave.
Yeah,
So, if that
that's
makes
okay.
sense. But
Yeah.
yeah, Galentine's was fun.
I was bummed I missed.
I'm so
Candy
sorry.
salad.
I think I was just literally, I don't know why I had it in my head because the next morning I was like, Both my sister-in-laws. And then I just got it stuck in my
literally
head.
sat next to you and
Yeah,
I was
we, like-
cuddling with Augie.
Yeah,
playing
Augie
with the
said he wanted to
puppy.
marry you.
Oh,
Yeah, he told me he wanted to marry me.
No,
it
it
was
was
best
good.
buddy.
that's so sweet. He loves you so much.
It
Sorry.
was so sweet.
Anyway, so that was fun.
You guys did the chick flicks and Chick-fil-A theme.
Yeah,
Yes.
we did it.
How was
We
the
did.
movie?
Had some mocktails. No one watched the movie.
I watched the time that I was there. I watched it.
I was actually down to watch it.
I was down to watch it too. We'll have to finish it.
Couldn't really
I'll
hear
have to
it.
watch it,
Sure.
Yeah.
A bunch of all the chit
A
chat.
lot of chatter, which is good.
which is good.
It is so good.
It
So
was
fun.
fun.
I love our girls' nights.
That was everything.
Yeah, we've had a packed
Yeah, that was everything.
couple of weeks. I've been talking to my mom because she's been babysitting a lot, and I was like, "Sorry, I've just been so popular." Because I think we even did a date night last week, so we've really been out and about. And my mom's like, "Yeah, I'm exhausted."
My mom said to me yesterday, she goes, "Something I learned about you is that you don't need downtime." And I was like, "Is that true?" And I was like,
It's true.
I think I get recharged from things like that. So when you were saying you were like burnt out from it, I was like, I do think that like kind of recharges me. Also, if we're going to go into the hope and the hard, that's kind of like for me, like the quiet gaps I found even in February are when I start to get like really upset and like teary. So I'm fully aware that this is my coping mechanism and I'm actually okay with it. Like, I'm like, we got to just do what we got to do to get through it.
Sure.
Yeah.
But like, even if I'm just like alone in the car driving to the next destination, I'm like, I get sad.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is just me jam packing my life out, which is probably what I'm going to have to do for the entire month of February. And it's the beginning. So who knows what else is going to happen this month?
We have a lot going on. We have Flagstaff
We have a
trip.
lot. We have
We're
a
going to
trip planned.
Nashville.
Nice.
Yeah,
Speaking
lots
of trips,
things.
that's the main portion of today's episode. We are not ready to transition yet.
We're
so
not transitioning.
We'll go
Stop
back
that
there.
train. So that's my hard though, is I just in general feel really fragile.
Sure.
So like while I may appear to like be like doing all these things, it's fully a coping mechanism. So I'm just gonna put that on the table. I'm fragile.
I mean, you're such a healthy coper normally
Thank
that
you.
I think if this was anyone who wasn't a healthy coper, it'd be like, hey, I think you're distracting yourself. But because you are such a healthy coper, it's like, let's distract her.
Yeah.
How do we distract you more?
I feel like I felt everything I could possibly
Yeah.
feel. So like at this point, it's like just wind me up and let me go.
Totally. Totally.
So yeah, that's my hard.
Thanks for sharing that. I think that's always, people relate a lot to that.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're doing a good job, sister.
Thank you.
And we're praying for you through this month.
Thank you.
Yeah, love you. My heart, I guess I could say,
Sorry.
no, it's also not like, I mean, I had to apologize to Caleb a lot last week. It was just one of those weeks where I was, why am I being so mean? Now, we got in a couple fights, and we don't fight all that often. And I was a little disappointed in myself for throwing some low blows that I need to apologize for.
Hey, that's honest. That's
Yes.
humble.
I was like, you know what? I think maybe some other women could relate to this and maybe need to remember to apologize when you go low.
When you go low, it happens. It happens to us
happens.
all.
The other day I had to say this, like, where I was just like, it was much after the fight. I said, by the way, about like 2 back and forths, I realized I was wrong.
Right.
I couldn't get out.
I know.
I had to keep going deeper, even though I
know.
knew I was wrong. It just went.
We need a code word when that happens.
I'm like, I know I'm
'Cause
right.
I
I'm
feel
just not
that
ready
too.
to admit it yet.
I know. I was right, actually. So
That's better.
it felt great. We did mediate at our Bible study on Thursday night, and we had the other couples kind of hear both of our sides, and yeah,
Abby won.
I won in the end, but not that we're keeping score. But I did say I was like, you know what, that was probably uncalled for. So will you forgive me for that?
That was good of you.
Yeah, there were a couple things. I feel like, I don't. Maybe it's just.
It's a hard pattern. Like once you get in that pattern where you like feel like you're in opposition, it can be hard to break that one.
Well, also Caleb's so patient that sometimes I'm just like, well, let me get a little, you know what I mean?
I feel like you're
he's
so
level.
I
patient.
feel that.
We're both very level and like, I feel like, yeah, we're both pretty patient, but we're also both strong-headed. And so then sometimes it's like, what can I do to make it crack?
I
don't feel like you're
exactly
strong-headed.
that
He doesn't
same
feel like
way
that.
with Blake. I'm like, oh, I made him crack. Oh no, I went
know.
too far.
Same.
You know, if I'm like, oh, I made him mad, I'm like, oh, you went too
But
far.
Caleb still didn't crack. He just kind of laughed at me. And then I was like, that was actually mean.
Worse.
I know. So we worked through it. It really wasn't a big deal. It was just about our party, but
Parties will bring out the worst in you.
I know. Maybe I was stressed, but I just felt like I was in a mood last week where I was just feeling very critical.
I should probably reflect on my own life at this point, but I'll save that for next week. No, I'm just kidding. I'll save that for the next couple of days because
Okay.
actually that's my hope. I'm really excited that Matt and I are going away, just the two of us, for a little bit because, and it's a little bit for work. A lot of times if we get away, we like try to make it literally like 12 hours, like jam pack it and then get back. And it's still good because we get to like have one-on-one time, but you also feel like productive.
Yeah.
But this one, we're also going to a marriage conference. So I'm like, I think that's also a really good thing to add into the month of February because like obviously loss and everything impacts your marriage a lot. And so but this is my hope. I'm very excited for this and like to get to be one-on-one and also like have some dates in there. Just excited for that. And also navigating a little bit of mom guilt for getting away, but I know that it's good for us, and I know that it'll be like they're in great hands, and like so excited to see both grandparents this weekend.
Oh
like
my
they're
gosh,
literally
they're
like
gonna be
so
so fun.
spoiled. So it'll be good, and I'm like
Yeah.
looking forward to like some one-on-one time. Even just the flight, I'm like we're just gonna sit together and be alone on a plane.
Watch a movie and hold hands.
That's
when was the last time
crazy.
you got to hold
Read your
hands on the
book.
plane?
It's crazy. I don't even know what we're gonna do. I'm literally just
I
like.
know.
We've been saying, all to myself, I don't need it. Because we're like, it'll be so great. Like, you really appreciate those moments after having kids. Especially
yeah.
when one of them sleeps in your room with you.
Yeah.
So you're like,
I'm so happy for you.
and I did warn the grandparents. I was like, he will need a sleeping bag next to you guys.
They're gonna love that.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to those like moments of just like
Yeah.
reconnection. I feel like it's a good month for it, top of the year, get some good habits going. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
That's really fun. And can we say who the marriage conference is?
Yeah,
It's John Deloney. You love him.
I do.
You love his podcast and his advice.
I love his podcast.
So I can't wait to hear the content. We did one marriage conference right before we got married. It was really fun.
Really?
Yeah, but also part of that marriage conference was, I think it was for couples that were, for maybe going through like a challenging season.
Oh, yeah.
And so the one night they're like, you have to book a room and go and like be intimate.
Like, no big deal.
And they talked a lot about it that day. And
Oh, you
Caleb
weren't
and I,
married.
we were engaged and we weren't having sex. So we were like, we gotta get out of here. We can't keep hearing
Oh
about
my
this.
gosh.
It was so hard.
You're like, why is that so hard for you
So
guys?
they're all gonna go to the hotel room and we're gonna go to the children's museum. Got it.
Great times.
Great times. You know, children, isn't that what it's called? In the
No, the City
Museum. Yeah, in St. Louis.
The children's
That is
museum.
fun though.
We're like, we gotta
Actually,
do
I've never
something
went as
not
an adult.
sexy.
Not sexy at all.
It was really funny. That'll be great. What is my hope? I feel like my hope, I just said party was great. So
You
I don't know
eventful.
anything
We've honestly given the longest life update. So much life has happened, though. We
I
had
have
to.
no idea what's happening the rest of this week. John and Teresa are coming in town, so we'll be spending a lot of time with them and your boys, which will
Yeah.
be so much fun.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, you don't have mom guilt. They're gonna be with us.
No, I don't think I struggle with that too much, but sometimes I just miss them a lot.
I know it's not guilt. It's
I
just missing.
genuinely just miss them. I'm not
sure.
worried about them either. They're literally in the best hands, and they're
Totally.
so comfortable with them. But I'm just sad.
Yeah, that's good. It's good to love your children.
I do. I literally love spending time with them.
We can transition in a wow. That's crazy.
Wow, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm so excited for this one. There's been so much hype around it.
Matt was the one that recommended this. Well, there's kind of two. We were talking about the Super Bowl, and did you see that Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton hard launched their relationship?
No, and I don't know who Lewis Hamilton is.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it. Oh my gosh, she's one of the most successful, highest paid.
I thought Kim Kardashian was married.
Well, she has been a couple times, like
she's
4 times.
been divorced for a little bit.
Yes.
For a while now. Okay. Who was she married to?
Kanye.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know that's done.
that's in the dust. Yeah,
That's done.
that's.
I'm dumb.
No,
Who's
don't be
Lewis
dumb.
Hamilton?
He's one of the most successful F1 race car drivers of all time.
Oh.
Yes, kind of cool. I kind of like their vibe together.
Is he cute?
Super. Yeah.
I didn't really know who he was.
You didn't?
No.
Blake's not into F1.
No.
We're really
But-
into F1, so
Well, that's fun
yeah.
for them.
Okay, well we won't talk about it since you don't know anything about it.
Don't keep up with the Kardashians.
Since you don't care.
She
I watched
doesn't
their
keep
show.
up with the
Don't keep up with the
Kardashians.
Kardashians.
The Keeping Up with the Kardashians and Secret Lives of Mormon Wives are the 2 reality shows I watch.
I didn't know you watched them, Mormon Wives.
Obsessed with it.
I think a
Never
new season's
talked to me
coming out
about it
soon.
Because I know you don't watch it.
Yeah.
I know, but I want you to. Okay, this is the crazy that's really been crazy.
Okay. I
And
was like,
this
is that the crazy?
That was the
Oh.
crazy? No. Have you heard of Crotch Gate?
No.
You might have.
You guys
heard
thought
of
I
it.
was gonna know about this?
You might have heard about
Well,
it.
Matt kind of said
he talked to you about it a little bit.
Like you talked about it and you didn't believe him. So
yes.
there is an alleged rumor. There's a rumor.
I told him this was not true.
People are talking about it. So a German magazine called Bild, I think, reported that some of the ski jumpers in the Olympics for the men have been
He told this to me when I was in the shower the other day.
their members, okay, ladies, the men's genitals with hyaluronic acid to have a bigger manhood to give them a better jump. Is that not the craziest doping scandal you've ever heard? That's crazy. If that's true, I actually watched a video about science, why it would help.
Yeah, because it's the ski jumpers.
Yeah.
So if it's giving
tried
them
to
more,
explain it to me.
Drag.
I didn't know this was largely talked about. I thought Matt just found himself in a
I had
niche
not heard about
area.
it until Matt brought it up. To
Well,
me.
Caleb was talking about it too. I guess they're all talking about it together. And I'm like, that actually is insane because so last year in 2025, there were 2 Nordic ski jumpers that got in trouble with the governing body of ski jumping because they kind of switched their ski suits around in that area and adjusted the seams to help.
Is that the first thing that crosses the line?
That was illegal because they adjusted their suits. So everything is under regulation within their outfit, their uniform, their skis. And so they cheated a little bit and like changed the seams in their
But
crotch.
now they're changing their bodies.
So now they're changing their bodies, which is a very interesting thought. You know, is that wrong?
Does it make that big of a difference?
Yes, it does. I was watching he was a physicist doctor.
I'm mortified.
I think physics. And he was talking about if they can grow 1 to 2 centimeters in that region, it significantly improves their jump. 1 to 2
Oh, it
centimeters.
makes their jump better. Matt's saying it crosses first.
No.
What is he saying?
It's so that they can stay in the air
Stop.
longer.
That does not even make sense. That doesn't even make sense.
That's why I was like, that can't be
Matt,
true.
that's not it.
I was like, that's not sticking out. I
No.
could have misunderstood him, but I
No.
thought that's what he was trying to say.
Picture like the squirrels.
This
okay?
plays a role in their jump.
Yes, because that
No.
region, the crotch, if they can make that a little bit bigger, they get more. It's like it's a bigger parachute, basically.
How
so they
is
can
that
stay in
fair
the
for
air
women?
longer. Well, it's just in the men's. They're not
They're
competing
not
against
doing
one
it in the
another.
women's.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? So they're making
Wait,
their wieners
tell me
bigger.
one more time as a physicist why this is.
Okay, so picture a squirrel. And you know when they do the ski jump, they're in like a triangle?
Yeah.
Okay, so you picture their crotch is the center of gravity. I really paid attention to this video because I wanted to be informed. Their crotch is the most like center, one of the most center of gravities. So when they're in the air, that's providing the drag and the lift to keep them in the air as long as possible. So if they can stay in the air longer, they go farther in their jump and they can win. So 1 to 2 centimeters difference makes a huge difference.
Who's the first person that discovered this?
That's where it's like, is this true or not? We don't know. It's a rumor. But also hyaluronic acid, this guy was saying, the doctor, that's what they put in like filler in your face. They put it in your joints.
That's crazy that it's
Right.
filler.
You're kidding me. They're injecting that straight in there?
Into their
Yes.
weenies, yeah. Sorry, the sun.
So it was confirmed that in 2025 they were adjusting the stitching to
Yes.
the crotch.
And they got in trouble for that.
And they got in trouble for that. And so the new rules were that there's microchip embedded suits and stricter pre and post jump inspections of everything to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yep.
And then, but it is important to note, none of this has been confirmed.
Right.
And
Well,
no
'cause
Olympic ski
It's
jumpers.
a little hard to
Yeah.
It's hard to
confirm
it.
That's a violation.
But also it's so interesting
Privacy.
because, you think if you want to be stronger, you get bigger muscles, and you go to the gym and you work out to get bigger muscles. So is it different if you're getting a bigger piece?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't.
You're not allowed to use steroids if you're...
But technically it's a substance that it would be crazy if then it's like everyone has to do that to keep up to win.
Yes.
I think about that. If that becomes the new standard, you have to inject your genitals with
This is
hyaluronic
too far.
acid.
Also, this is just my feeling on things like this. I hate when things are boiled down to such a small
Margin.
difference. I'm like, dude, this person is gold for their life and like a legend because of this tiny, tiny margin. I know that's what it comes down to, but that's just kind of like, I'm like,
I know
I
that's
don't
the
like
pressure.
that. I don't like that.
Well, that's why you're not an Olympian.
No, that's not why I'm an Olympian. That's why I don't watch the Olympics.
I'm just kidding.
There are several reasons why I'm not an Olympian.
No, it was interesting. I was thinking about that too. Just the lengths that they will go to put themselves over the edge just a little bit, and the margins are so close when you're that top of an athlete. It's like those small little things. You have to be like a little crazy to be at the top like that,
I thought it was a vanity thing too. Like I was like, maybe they just want to look good in their suits with all the cameras on them.
Totally.
Ew.
Oh.
Spoiler alert, no woman really.
It's not tickling us.
It's not appealing. It's not tickling us. Wow. I can see why Matt wanted to sit in on that.
Matt was like, can I come sit in?
No, I think he wants to be like, see, I was right. Because I was like, Matt, that's bizarre. That's not real. That can't do anything.
Oh, I know.
But I also misunderstood his explanation of the story.
I always just think about these insane these athletes at the top. They all have to be a little crazy, You think about these people that do extreme ultra running marathons and even the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I'm like, you're a little nuts to be that dedicated, So I'm like, I'm not shocked that this would be something that they would potentially consider. Mm-hmm. When you dedicate your life to being the best at something, you'll do anything.
That's crazy.
I know.
Do you guys remember, did you guys have the Wii Fit board and ever play that game where you did the ski jump on the Wii Fit board?
I don't remember that.
I don't think I played that game.
I did have the Wii Fit board, but I think I just played like tennis and stuff.
My grandma
I had Winter Olympics. I had the game.
Oh, Addie. So you can relate to your peers.
Yeah. I was like, I did pretty good at that game.
It's so funny. I loved Wii Fit. Remember, that's what we convinced our parents to get us a Wii. We were like, it's for health. That's what they marketed it.
Yeah, they did. And that was crazy.
That's a little manipulation.
Yeah.
I would do the stepping dance classes. Like you'd step on and off the board.
That's
you could do
fun.
that. It was fun.
That's
I
awesome.
don't know what game that was.
I did that with my grandma.
Oh,
At a
just
Fit for Life class.
You went to an
Dance
actual class and
Revolution.
did
That's what
that.
you're talking about, Addie.
No.
No, on the Wii Fit
On the
board.
Wii Fit board.
Do you guys remember DDR?
I
Oh,
don't think I
yeah.
ever did that.
You didn't?
Oh, you didn't do
It
that?
was before your time.
I did Just Dance.
I didn't have it on a video game. I
Dance
had
is
it
so
where you
fun.
literally plugged it into the TV. The mat.
We had the mats too.
Yeah.
That was exercise. Let me
I
tell
was
you.
breaking a sweat.
That and Just Dance.
Blake, too.
1,000,000%.
Blake would get down on that thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gotta get him back into it.
Gotta get him back into it.
I still remember the Rasputin dance. Rah, rah, Rasputin from Just Dance 3, I think. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember it. We figured, we're in February. You're planning a spring break. You're planning your summer trips. Now's the time that we're booking our flights, our everything. So we thought it'd be fun to do a travel episode
Yeah.
and talk about, our favorite. We kind of broke it down to 3 categories: a girls' trip, a family trip, and a romantic getaway, and then our dream trip.
Yes.
Why don't you kick us off?
Well, I figured we'd start with our travel horror stories.
Oh, I forgot about that.
to begin because, a lot of learning moments happen in some failed travel experiences that we have lived through, and we're gonna try not to repeat them.
Right.
When I think about worst travel experiences, the first one that came top of mind was, kids humble you in a number of ways, and we were getting into a good groove with traveling with 2 kids.
Right.
And we'd gone to Whitefish Mountain the year before with a family. And I will say, it didn't make it on my list, but I would say that is a great travel option. I've never been in the spring or summer, though, so I didn't put it on for one of these. But it is a great location for, like, a winter. And I feel like the lift passes were not, like, they were reasonable. The little town of Whitefish is beautiful, cute, great place. Okay, well, this was where it became a nightmare for us. First of all, another good thing is that you can fly Allegiant there from where we are.
Yeah, so it's really inexpensive.
It actually was a very good place for, like, if you're flying a whole family. Like,
Whitefish is Montana, correct?
That reminded me of your horror story in the airport.
I had
Going
a
there the
horror
first
story with
time-
Allegiant.
Oh, yeah.
Going to Whitefish the first time.
Mrs. Grinch.
Just give us the whole day.
That was a
Different story.
different day.
Oh, okay. Leave it out.
You can leave it out.
And that didn't make the list of the worst travel day. No, so here's the morning. We had woken up early, got the kids all ready, we're packed. At this point, we had a 1 and a 2-year-old. And
Oh, it's tough.
no, we were actually feeling like we were doing.
I feel like the 1-year-old is such a hard age to fly.
Yeah, well, this isn't a super long flight. And we'd also had done it a few times. So I wasn't
Sure.
like I was honestly feeling really confident this day. And we were packed. We were like ready to go. It was an early morning flight. And we had just given our youngest a packet of applesauce. And we're literally boarding the plane. Like boarding. and he just throws up that whole packet of applesauce.
Right.
Odd for him, but not entirely odd for a 1-year-old.
Sure.
They sometimes yak.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, oh, buddy.
Oh, buddy.
He just went
Sorry
on about
that.
his life because that's how 1-year-olds kind of are. They kind of throw up and then they just kind of go. They kind of are just confused for a second and they go on. So I was like, okay, I didn't think too much of it. Flight takes off. Within the first 15 minutes of being in the air, he throws up again.
Oh, boy.
And I was like, well, that's odd because
That's odd.
it must have been something he ate from the day before.
Right.
I was like, weird. And he was like, now he's starting to look a little uncomfortable. And I was also covered in vomit. This was just the prequel to the whole flight of literally getting yacked on the entire, I think it's like a 2.5 hour, 3-hour flight.
Oh, my
2.5
goodness.
Smelled so bad. I felt
my
so bad. I'm like
gosh.
trying to wash his like
Yeah.
stuff out. We did not have enough clothes to change ourselves.
Was there a random person sitting next to you?
We had the row, like
Okay.
the 3 of us, because he was still a lap infant at this time.
Yep.
But I mean, the people around us could probably still. I mean, I felt so bad. We
Yeah,
were trying to keep
strong.
it clean as much. It kept happening, which was so weird because it's like like all morning he wasn't showing any symptoms of anything, and then he just starts getting sick. And I was like, okay, that is so weird. By the time we landed, empty stomach for this
Yeah.
guy,
Oh,
and
poor guy.
he actually seemed to be feeling like a little better. That was the last of it from our youngest.
Nice.
I was like, okay, well, we
made it.
we made it. We sanitized ourselves. We and we're like, he's 1 like that. We're not gonna like think too much into that.
Yeah.
And obviously deep cleaned all of our clothes. I mean, my bra was wet with vomit. If that just tells you anything, like it was
so gross.
I was soaked in it, and it was so sad for him.
Was he still nursing?
No,
Okay.
it was so sad for him. So then we're like, phew, we're in the clear. whole next day, we go skiing. Like we're having a great time. Everything's fine and great. We had a ski in and ski out lodge. It was so fun. That evening, right before bed, our other son starts throwing up. And this is weirder because he's 2.5 and they don't throw up as much.
Right.
And he definitely seems to not feel good.
Oh.
I was like, oh no. And so he starts throwing up. Then I start yakking everywhere. And I am the worst with this because I am like fearing it so much. So we were up all night, the 2 of us, taking turns. And it was so sad because he had never had a stomach bug like this before. He was so confused, like what was going on. And then sometimes I was throwing up and I like couldn't help him because he was throwing up.
Oh,
and
my God.
we were up all night throwing up, the 2 of us.
Was he making it into the toilet?
Oh no.
No.
We had buckets and we were just Lysol, like trying to clean everything up.
Yeah.
My dad comes downstairs next morning because my parents came with us too.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, what's going on? And I am literally like, help me. He starts throwing up. My mom started throwing up.
No.
Matt somehow got 1 throw up in there. Everyone is puking. This house reeks. And it was a nice house. I messaged the host afterwards. I was like, charge us whatever you have to charge.
Please.
Fumigate that
Please.
place. So the whole trip we had the norovirus.
Oh, my goodness.
Blake and I were invited on that
We
trip.
invited on
we
many
didn't
people.
we
go.
were also invited on that trip.
I was
glad.
pregnant and we didn't end up going, and I was not upset about
Yeah,
it.
I had FOMO too. I was like, dang, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Glad we didn't
Glad
go.
we didn't
Sorry.
go.
It was horrible. It was like actually so bad. Like
Yeah.
I haven't been that like wrecked like with a sickness since I was literally a kid.
Totally.
It knocked us on our butts.
Yeah, and that's where you just keep going, even though there's nothing in your
And
stomach.
I just wanted to be home. I
Right.
was literally like, I don't want to throw up in this place anymore.
But honestly, someone else got to clean it up. You know what I
felt
mean?
so-
But then you have to get on a
I know you feel
flight.
bad about it,
Maybe-
but at least you didn't have to disinfect your house.
We had to wait a little because we had to like make sure. Oh my gosh! And then I can't even. So many things went wrong on that trip that I don't have time for this whole podcast.
Oh, that's
like,
when the
The car
The parking
situation
brake?
too? Yeah.
yeah, that's just embarrassing.
If you haven't seen that one, there is a video out there
There's
about
a video.
it.
Okay, a lot of things went wrong on this trip, and I think that was honestly the cherry on top. I was like, get us out of here, and then our car is not moving. I was like, no, we're gonna miss our flight. I just want to leave so bad. Like I was like, I just want to leave so bad. No, man. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Parking brake was on.
Pretty horrible.
Gotta check for that.
Hey, you guys had brain fog. You were sick. You didn't know. Matt, wasn't Matt doing the most to get those tires going?
We had cardboard. We were boiling water.
Yeah, of course. That's my first thought.
I was literally like,
I remember that was like we don't talk about that for a
yeah,
little
it
bit.
was like,
That
we
one
still
needs
don't talk about it because
yeah.
we both still think we're right.
You're both wrong because the parking brake was on.
No, Anyway, bad trip, bad trip. Good intentions, but
Horror story.
horrible outcome.
Okay.
Don't get the norovirus on your family
Don't
vacation.
get norovirus with toddlers.
With toddlers.
My horror story is more funny, and it's more when we flew out to Hawaii to meet you guys, that whole day was just like a string of goofy, weird, crazy things. So we started off the morning, Caleb and I are flying from Kansas City, had a layover in Phoenix, and then to Hawaii. We leave in the morning, our flight is delayed taking off, and we had a pretty close connection in Phoenix. So my mom is on the phone. So we take off. We know we're gonna miss our connecting flight. So first of all, we're
I
like
hate
already
that
a little
so
stressed.
much.
I didn't know what to do. I remember asking the flight attendant. I just called her over. I was really understanding. I'm like, hey, I know, like, obviously we're delayed. We had a really close connecting flight that we're gonna miss. And she stopped me mid sentence and goes, "Ma'am, everyone's stressed out right now," and just walked away. And I was like, that was actually the least helpful thing ever.
Oh.
Okay, so I just had a question, but
Was it American?
absolutely it was. Why are they known to be grouchy?
I really have the grouchiest flight attendant.
Oh, Legion's kind of bad too.
I've always had really nice people on Allegiant.
Well, that's good.
In the airport.
I've had a few grouchy encounters on American. No slander, but, you know, I give her the benefit of the doubt. It was a high stress situation, I'm sure, but, you know, it was pretty rude. And then my mom is like working behind the scenes. I text her and said,
You're
we're
like,
going
I
to miss.
genuinely don't know what to do.
I honestly didn't. She goes, okay, I've got it all covered for you. My mom's such a rock star. She said, I was on the phone with them. We are going to land. They were going to put us on a flight the next day. So we were going to miss a whole day in Hawaii. My mom ended up getting us on a flight to LA and then from LA to Hawaii. Okay. So we're just going to land later. So it just kind of lengthened our day. We land in Phoenix. We get on our flight to LA. It was very short. The girl next to me, this is like a bridesmaids moment when they're on the plane. Okay, sit down next to this girl. She's at the window seat. She is a
This
little.
is from Phoenix to LA.
This is from Phoenix to LA. So, you know, you're going to get some characters. You're going to California, you know? Mm-hmm. She sits next to me. She is like visibly anxious. And she's like, you know, she's like a little worked up. She falls asleep immediately. She's got the loudest screamo music going on in her ears. I'm like, my gosh, this girl is like really trying to distract herself. The flight attendants are starting to do cart service. And at the same time, she kind of wakes up and she starts like panicking. She's going like grabbing her seat. She's like, can't breathe. And she's starting to freak out and she's starting to mumble a lot of things that were like a little weird. And I'm like, I'm in the middle seat right next to her. Caleb's next to me. I'm just trying to be still and like not set her off because I didn't know what was going to happen. She starts cussing.
Oh my gosh.
She starts like looking. She pulls the little pamphlet out of the seat and starts trying to scroll it like a cell phone. Like she's kind of losing her marbles a little. And the flight attendant and I make eye contact and we're just kind of like, what's going on here? And then she just falls back asleep.
Oh.
Okay. So she must have been on medication or something for anxiety. That's the only possible thing that I could conclude. At the end of the flight, so we're all kind of like a little on edge. She wakes back up and she can't get her seatbelt off and she starts to panic again. She's just like pulling it. And she's like, and she's kind of cussing. And I go, hey, it's okay. And then I just kind of showed her how to lift the flap to unbuckle herself. And she goes, oh, thanks. She gets up and just walks off the flight. So that was our first flight. Kind of a bridesmaid moment. She was panicking. She maybe thought there was a pioneer woman churning butter on the wing. I don't know. She was like,
I don't know this reference.
Really?
No.
I'm sure that other people will. You've never seen Bridesmaids?
I think I have.
It's a very
Churning
famous
butter?
scene. It's a very famous scene when they're like panicking
Okay.
and they're like next to it. You'll have to go watch it.
Okay. I really will.
I remember her looking out the window and looking down and being like, holy, just like cussing like the heights. She was just really freaked out.
Okay.
So that was just a little, we're like, whoa, this is crazy. Mm-hmm. So then we're at we have a layover for a little while. We get on our next flight to go to Hawaii. Okay, we're excited. We're jazzed up. This is really, we're finally getting to Hawaii. And I sit next to this girl. She's really young. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's flying alone as like an adolescent. That's kind of scary. So
Unaccompanied minor. This is so bad, by the way, because I know this story.
So I'm like, I'm going to
take care of her.
I'm going to take care of her. I'm going to be really over this. I I'm sorry, I kept the giggles down thinking about it. So I'm sitting next to her. I'm like, I want to make her feel really comfortable. She can talk to me if she needs me. So I like am being really over the top. Oh my gosh, are you so excited to fly to Hawaii? I'm like speaking like this, and she's like, yeah. And she's really like sweet and little and young and mousy. Okay, she's like a little girl. And I go, where's your mom? Is your mom with you? Her mom is actually in the aisle next to her. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like Hawaii is amazing. She goes, yeah, I'm from here. And I'm like, oh, you're going home. That's great. Where are you flying from? She's like, I'm flying from the East Coast. I said, that's amazing. What were you there for? And she goes, college. And in my head, I'm like, I'm sitting next to a child prodigy. And I go,
you're still not convinced. Oh my God.
I go, that's amazing. College. Wow. How old are you? She goes, 21.
Gosh.
21. She was 21. 21. I'm speaking to her like a 6-year-old.
College should have been a really good hit.
She was so young looking. I'm like, she's a prodigy.
You just were not convinced.
I'm like, she's gonna like cure cancer one day. This kid is
amazing.
Amazing.
This child.
I shut my mouth so fast. I sat forward. I didn't say another word. I was so embarrassed. I felt so
What if
bad.
her mom was also still on that flight?
Her mom was probably like, what's up with this crazy chick talking to my kid like this? That was so embarrassing. The most embarrassing moment of my life. Well, one of them.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, we made it to Hawaii.
You're only gonna do
after
that once, Abby.
Yeah. Yeah, you never, yeah. I'm just going to assume everyone's older at this point.
I don't know if that's
No,
safe.
it's actually the first question I ask. How old are you? No, I'm just kidding.
Lead with that.
Lead with that. So that was horrible.
Well, let's try not to repeat those this season as we travel for spring break and summer. So let's start with family trip ideas.
Thus, love that.
When I think of family trip, I just think of Florida.
Right.
Honestly, I feel like Florida is a great place for a budget.
Yeah.
Depending, obviously, flying from here, that is going to be your probably most expensive thing. But lots of perks if you're traveling with kiddos, because once you're there, it's generally affordable, I would say. They have so many large beach houses, and actually this is what we are hoping to do with some friends this summer, is get a big beach house, and if you're splitting it with other families, it makes it very affordable.
Sure.
You can stay right by the beach. A lot of these houses come with
Amenities.
golf carts.
Yeah.
Amenity, like grills,
Beach
pools, beach things, and golf carts. So then you could get to the beach easily. The ocean is warm there, and fairly calm. Like
Right.
it's a great family-friendly atmosphere. Lots of sand and lots of other families there, and family-friendly restaurants. Like it's just a great place to go with kids.
That
and I
is
feel like
great.
I'm not telling you guys anything new, but we're really excited to do this summer with like a bunch of other friends with like little kids, and we're just going to cook all of our meals at the house because a lot of these houses have like big kitchens
Great
that are already
kitchens.
stocked.
Right.
So we're just going to make the dad's grill. We'll make some sides inside, and everyone's happy.
You know what I've seen too pop up, and I feel like specifically in Florida, are these businesses that you can hire them to come and stock your fridge. You can hire them,
Oh, that's nice.
I know you can rent all your baby equipment through them, so you don't have to travel with all that
I've seen
stuff.
some of those, yeah.
I feel like I've seen a lot of those in Florida specifically. So, if that's in the budget, that's always a great
There's
option.
also obviously a lot of theme parks and things you could do too.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking more of like a beach
trip
type of vibe, because that's kind of like, it doesn't require a lot of planning. It's just kind of chill and fun, and all the kids will entertain each other.
for sure. That's
Yeah.
really great.
Very excited. I feel like there's one other thing I was gonna say. Oh, we also always do Walmart delivery whenever we travel,
yeah.
like wherever we go. So then when we get there, we already have like their diapers, their like all the food, and
It's a hack.
It's a good hack.
Sometimes you think about what people did before these delivery services. Like, y'all, you had to go out and plan that. Which
you
these are new within the last few years. So we
to
did
find
that.
a grocery
but-
store because you didn't have maps. Like,
I
oh
know.
my gosh, we're so
Totally.
lucky.
We're so lucky.
We're so lucky. I was born at this time period for a reason.
There's exactly a reason. Mine was Lake Michigan. We actually went this past summer with my family. It was really, really great for a family vacation. Similar vibes where it feels like you're on the ocean because the lake is so massive,
Yeah.
but the waves, it's not really wavy.
calm.
So it was really great for CJ. He was 1.5 to go in the water, and it just felt really.
It's probably freezing though, huh?
It was not
Really?
No. And we went in July. So it was
Okay.
warm, and it was like 80 degrees.
So nice.
I know. Yeah, the lake was warmer than we're expecting.
Okay.
TJ loved it. One day the lake was really cold. One day it was warm. I don't know how that happened, but you know.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was really great. And there are a lot of like the towns are a little slower. They're not as packed, so it's really easy to get restaurants.
Did you
great
find
to walk
Chicago?
around. No, we flew into Grand Rapids.
Okay.
It depends on where you go on the lake. But
Okay.
we were on the east side of the lake, which was really nice. And there are a lot of great towns along there that you can go to and visit and walk through. You know, great food. We rented a big house with my family, cooked a lot of meals. You know, it was the good pace of slow. I feel like it's a little easier than Florida. Well, I feel like it's a little bit more budget than Florida because you can rent a house on the beach for cheaper if you don't want to do like a group thing. And then you can just walk back for naps, which is really nice. And then, you know, you're right there on the lake, which is really cool. So it was a great option too.
I never think about Lake Michigan.
I don't either, but it was drivable for my family in Missouri. And then it was easy for us to fly in. And they actually had Allegiant flights there. So you just had so many options. It was great.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I feel like a lot of people probably don't think about that.
Can I give a runner-up one?
Yeah.
Okay. San Diego for a
yeah.
kids trip, a family trip is so fun because the zoo is amazing.
Yeah.
And then it's really easy to fly there. So many Airbnb, so many hotels. You can go to the beach. You can go look at this. I thought like there were so many fun things to do as a
When
family.
did you do that?
We did that last fall
Oh, fun.
in October. It was so fun.
They also have Legoland there, which is Legoland's actually really cheap.
I know we need to go, but TJ wasn't like
Yeah.
he wasn't old enough yet. But there's so many fun things for
It's really
kids.
cheap. It's very affordable.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah.
I
so
like
fun.
that. We've taken the kids to a couple different places in like Southern California. And I feel like it's hard to know the pockets as someone that's like not a resident of California. Because
Right.
sometimes we've taken them places I'm like, I don't
We need safer.
this isn't, or it's just not the right atmosphere.
Yeah, the vibe. We were in La Jolla and it was great.
Yeah, I think that would be a great area. Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Especially for people out here on the west.
Yes, our West
'Cause that's
Coasters and our
close.
East Coasters.
Okay, my girls' trip is a totally different vibe than you're probably expecting.
All right, let's see it.
Because we're actually planning one of these hopefully down the line like soon. Okay, so this will speak, let me preface this by the season of life that we're in. All of our friends are having little babies, toddlers, pregnant, postpartum, breastfeeding. Your wants and desires change. The idea of a good time can shift.
Right.
Now, I do think there's a time and place to go all out, go crazy. I feel like
Sure.
you could take a really fun girls trip to Vegas and do some fun stuff. Or what we're planning is a granny trip. We did not come up with this.
Granny trip.
I have a reel I can send, but these friends created a reel. They're like, this is your sign or something to schedule a granny trip.
Yeah.
I was like, this sounds like a great time for me.
Oh my gosh.
First of all, they got matching like little nightgowns, which I think you can get, which was just funny.
That's cute.
But you
That
could
is
just get
fun.
cozy jammies.
Yeah.
They rented a house like basically in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And all drove up and they like were reading their Kindles. They had
That
puzzles
sounds amazing.
and board games.
Cute.
They're eating snacks. They like did fires and chats. They watched
Fun.
movies.
Love it.
They painted their nails. They like, and everyone, I was like, well, you know what? This might not have appealed to me or seemed exciting at one stage of my life, but I feel like now this stage, like
That
honestly,
sounds so fun.
and it just feels so feasible for everyone, like to be able to just like drive somewhere in the middle of nowhere and just pack the car out with like board games, like face masks, like just do all the things because
Sure.
it's honestly just fun to like have a minute to just be a woman among other women and like just catch up like that and just have a like low expectations because I feel like there's so many expectations on us
For sure.
at this stage of our life. Like there's
sure.
always someone needing something for us. So then just to get to be sounds really honestly kind of fun, more fun than like me trying to shave my legs, get self tanner on, find a new outfit, shimmy into some Spanx or whatever. Like that sounds that there's a time and a place for that.
Oh, yeah.
But just for the season of life, I'm like that sounds pretty great.
Uh-huh.
If I'm being totally honest,
Low key girl time.
drink some tea.
Yeah.
Just have some popcorn. Like I don't know.
Yum.
And so we're trying to plan a granny trip somewhere. Yeah.
Fun. I love that.
I'll show you guys the reel. I'll send it to you guys.
Okay, that's fun.
Because it's cute. And I think it was really especially cute that they got little nightgowns. They really committed to the granny weekend.
We love a commit to the bit.
They
No, that
committed to
reminds me,
it.
one of the first times I ever met you actually was at conference for church.
Oh my
And
gosh.
we were dressed. They had a dance party, and we all dressed up as old people.
You guys have so many stories of being dressed
Do you
up
remember
as different
that?
things.
And that night was also when the whole camp flooded, and everyone like went back early and stuff. You don't remember any?
I remember the camp flooding and us going
I
back
could
early.
totally find a
Camp
picture of
flooding.
you.
But
in a
wait, what
granny
was I
outfit.
wearing?
You probably had a wig or something.
Oh my
Granny,
gosh,
I will
that's
find
so
it.
funny.
You don't remember.
Find it.
I'll come back later with the picture.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
I love granny culture. I'm actually so excited to be a grandma. I talk about it a lot with Matt. I'm like, I literally told Matt the other day, I was like, you're gonna be Lolly, or I'm gonna be Lolly and you're gonna be Pop. He's like,
Oh,
okay,
Lollipop.
for what? And I was like, maybe a grandparent. I'm so excited to be a grandma. I know I don't want it to come soon.
But you can be excited about
I'm
that.
just looking
It's gonna be
forward to
fun.
that.
It's gonna be fun. My girls' trip, I've actually done this a couple times, and they were my favorite girls' trips, was Breckenridge. Oh my gosh.
fun.
It's like the ultimate girly place because we would go, our friends' parents had a cabin, or not a cabin, they had a really beautiful like ski house there. And so
That's
we
a
would
good
go.
friend to have.
I know, yeah, I know. It was so fun. And they were so generous with it to let us all go. So we did this 2 winters, and we would go, and it's just really slow pace. It snows a lot there in the winter, so it's beautiful. It feels so refreshing. You know, you're in the just a cabin in general is such a vibe. It makes you slow down and just rest, reset. And I think there's so many good conversations had in a cabin, you know? So we would have slow days, slow mornings. One day we would go out and get a ski pass. A couple times we'd ski. People would snowboard, which is fun. I love skiing with girls. Caleb, I want to go skiing with Caleb, but I also know I won't see him the whole day. Like, I want to go on a ski trip with him, but I'm so slow. I'm not that good of a skier.
I just feel bad. I'm like holding them back.
I don't think Caleb would wait for me.
Oh. Matt does wait for me.
I think Caleb would be nice for like a run, and they'd be like, so I'm going to go. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to put my headphones in. You know what I mean? It'd be like one run together and then the rest of the day apart. So I think it's great for a girls group where you have different levels of talent amongst each other. And you
everyone's
can
down for a hot cocoa
you
break.
can partner. You can go in the hot tub together as girls. You can go, go out to the town. Breckenridge is such a beautiful ski town. It's so fun. They have good shopping, good coffee shops, great food. Everything about it is just such a fun vibe.
I want to go on a trip so bad.
I know. I'm itchy. I want to go.
That sounds so fun. I've never been to Breckenridge, but I really want to go to Colorado. We've been a couple times. We went to Vail, which I probably wouldn't go back to because it was really crazy.
Yeah,
expensive.
Breckenridge isn't as pricey as
It was
Vail.
very upscale, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not really looking for that,
Breckenridge is still
took the
pricey,
kids.
but it's not like,
Upscale.
yeah, it's not celebrity.
Yeah.
I feel like Vail is known where a lot of celebrities go.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I mean, it's beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Yeah,
it
I've never
was. Not a good airport to go into though.
It's kind of hard to get to.
It was
I
hard
think
to get
they're all
to.
kind of hard to get to.
Really?
That's the downside of a mountain town. They're
I
kinda-
was just
You have to drive far from an airport usually.
I was actually just messaging a friend that lives in Colorado, and I was like, we need to go because if we just go to Denver, there's a lot of things for kids too.
Denver's so fun.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, the next category is romantic getaway. And this may be cheesy, but I love it. New York City is the ultimate place for romance. I really believe that.
I wanna
New
go
York
so
City
bad.
is so. Matt and I have gone a couple times, just the two of us, and we always go really quick because New York is very expensive, and I feel like if you're gonna do New York, you need to do it right.
Sure.
Like you gotta
you gotta go out.
You gotta dive head first.
Totally.
And just know that it's going to be that way, but just have a good time, but a short time, but a good time. Not there for a long time, but be there for a good time.
Right.
And I really think you could go in any season. Obviously, the winter time is like, it's iconic for its like romance, but also there's just always so much to do. And you can get any kind of trip in New York. Like walk around the park. That's beautiful. You could spend literally all day doing that.
Sure.
And it doesn't get boring. It's fun. You can people watch. There's obviously amazing food in New York. You could not ever eat all the different types of food that they have in New York. Shows, which we love for like the theater people. There's just so much going on. And it's shopping. It's so romantic.
Yeah.
You just feel like you're living in all the movies that you watch. Like it's like real and it's there and it's so exciting. And
So fun.
it's such a shock from like anywhere else in the US.
Sure.
Like it is. Even Chicago, which I really do love Chicago too, but New York is just, there's something about it.
Totally.
And it's really fun. And you can do so many things. You could take a million like weekend getaways to New York City and never, ever
do the
see
same
the same thing. Yeah,
for sure.
And yeah, it's so romantic. There's something about it. We just always feel like we're living in a movie.
Oh, I want to go so bad. Caleb's never been. I went when my family went as a summer trip, and it was really fun in the summer. It's hot in the
great.
summer.
It's great in the summer too.
Yes, it's so walkable in all the parks. It was
Yes.
great. And I remember we went shopping, and I saved up all my money, and I bought my homecoming dress for freshman year in Soho, and I just felt so
Oh, that's
bougie.
really fancy.
I was like,
I got a New York.
I know. I felt so cool.
So
I know. It's just so iconic. Everything about New York is iconic.
it is. It
I want to
really
take
is.
Caleb.
It does smell like weed everywhere you go.
I feel like that's everywhere these days.
Oh, really? I was kind of shocked by it. I was like, what
Yeah.
is that?
It's a lot of people in that city. Probably a lot of smells.
Yeah.
There are many smells. And actually, one downside is I don't feel comfortable walking it by myself.
Yeah.
Depending on the area, but even in the areas that people, it's just because I don't know it.
Right.
But I left my Kindle in a building that we were in. And this is how bad I wanted that Kindle back. Matt had to stay somewhere where I can't even remember the circumstances, but he had to stay where he was. And he was like, Abby, we will get you another Kindle. I was like, no, but my book is downloaded on that Kindle. He's like, call me the entire time you're walking there. I did actually feel pretty scared,
yeah.
walking by myself.
Yeah, I
So,
guess. If you're not-
i.e. romantic getaway. Go with your man because it is.
Sure. Yeah, there's a
I
lot going
wouldn't
on
take it-
there.
I don't know. Girls trip would be maybe a little spooky there.
Unless you knew it. I feel like if you know New York
I
really
don't know it well
well
enough.
Yeah.
I visited when my friend lived there, and it was just her and I felt very safe when I was with her.
Oh, good.
Like, because she knew
the areas.
She knew where the people would be. She knew where to
Yeah.
avoid. Like, she knew where to go.
Totally.
And
I
felt
didn't know
safe.
it well enough. Yeah.
Right. For my romantic getaway, I said Hawaii. I was just thinking back to that trip, and that was. Here's why specifically. Obviously, it's very romantic. You're at the beach. It's like sexy and fun and the sunshine. But Caleb and I felt like little kids again on that trip, which was such a fun thing to experience together. And there's adventure, there's leisure, there's luxury, there's, it's got a little bit of everything that it just felt really special to experience together. And yeah, I feel like Hawaii is one of those places where you could do different islands at different, you could do it all across the board. It was so special. It was so
Really
romantic.
fun.
We really felt like connected. And that trip was what made us want to move to Phoenix. It just was one of those trips that felt very pivoting in our life. And I think just that feeling of getting out of our comfort zone, being somewhere that
Yes.
felt so different, doing things that were so new, was really, really sweet and special. So not like a leisurely, I mean, it can be, but it was really sweet.
Yeah, you got to get out there if you're going.
Totally.
Do some hikes, which is also very romantic because
So
like
romantic.
you're literally just talking and like exploring together.
I was thinking about my dream date. My dream date is going on a hike and then
Hikes are
going
so
on like
good.
a date or something, or going to dinner, because walking and just gets your brain flowing, and the conversation is the best. I feel like always so connected to Caleb after
And the
we go on
nature
a hike.
aspect too is like, I don't know, grounding.
For sure. Yes. So Hawaii.
Yeah.
So nice.
That's a good one.
That was a great trip.
That was so much fun.
I loved it.
Okay, now the next category is dream trip. So, trip it's aspirational. My mind immediately went to international because we have not done any international travel as a family, and that is something we definitely want to do. So I think like maybe this happened since the loss. Like we're like, okay, well, we're gonna put international travel on hold when we were like expecting baby number 3. Now it's like, okay, well, that timeline is not what we like expected it to look like. So it's fun to now just like rewrite. It's like, okay, we can do this now, like slip this in here. It's kind of the same, honestly, thought pattern that happened with getting the dog. Like we were gonna get a dog at some point, but like our timeline got all shifted around, not how we would have wanted, but you have to make accommodations. And
Right.
so now we are planning like international travel. So that's like the dream to do, but like specifically, and nothing's on the books, but we specifically would really like to take the kids to Italy. We went when we were like 1 year married, and I feel like there's a lot of things we would do differently, and I just think it feels like a really comfortable first international trip with the kids, because I feel like Europe in general is very like kid friendly.
Totally.
I would say.
Yeah, I would agree.
But also Italy is like very they're used to so much tourism, so they're very accommodating. Everyone knows English, which
Yeah.
I'm like, I think it's respectful whenever you go somewhere that you, like to learn just a little bit of the
keywords.
language. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I would never be able to like communicate. Like, so it's nice that like a lot of English. The kids would love gelato and pizza. And they would love the food there. And it's very walkable most places. And I just think there's like it feels very like doable with like 2 kids, especially because we haven't traveled a ton. Like we haven't traveled out of the country at all with them. And you get their passports.
That
So,
seems like such a hurdle, doesn't it?
it's so overwhelming.
Getting a kid's passport
But I actually don't think it's hard. And actually, you can drive to Tucson and get passports in a day.
same day. Oh, that's really cool.
Which I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm marking my words. I really hope I don't do that.
I feel like you are on top of it.
You need to probably do it now.
Do you think
Like
I
maybe in
know.
the next week. Let's get that.
Oh,
on
wow.
the calendar.
I
It
guess yeah,
takes a few
it
weeks
takes a
to
few
get it
months.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, crap. I don't feel like I'm very on top of it, but thank you. And
Yeah.
I'm very excited for whatever's to come. But I would love for it to be Italy. But if anything, we're just itching to do international travel as a family of 4.
Yeah, I feel like you're someone when it comes to travel, you're very good at planning it. Like I remember
so
because
nice.
you guys flew us out to Hawaii, and like I feel like you handled all those accommodations so well. Like I feel like you're very much like, okay, these are the flights, the schedule, the plans. Like you're very talented at that.
Really?
I remember that. I was like, dang, she's on top
Very
of this.
nice. That's very nice.
Yes, I remember.
I have no memory of that.
Really?
No, I didn't remember that.
I mean, I didn't have to think about anything. We
I got
crashed
your
on your
flights? I did not
Yeah, you
remember.
guys got our flights. You sent us the dates, and then we're like, cool, we'll sleep on your floor for a couple.
A lot of people stayed on our pull-out couch. Blake and Addie stayed on our pull-out
That
couch.
was so fun.
We had
We
several
weren't married
friends.
yet, so it was like toe to head. You
Yeah.
know,
That
you're
was
like-
Scandi.
I feel like you guys are good at planning travel.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, I also know Addie does a lot of that. Like
Addie does
now,
nowadays,
but in the
but-
past, you've been good.
Thank you.
She does sometimes. She'll be like, book these flights. Sometimes you'll pick the flights first. But
Wow.
It's great.
Good on me.
Yeah, I think you're good at that, and you're very thoughtful about. I was always impressed, like when we, when I first had CJ, and you're like, "Well, I don't book around these naps and these things." And I was like, maybe I should start. I need to take some of that stuff into consideration.
Oh, CJ was more accommodating than my kids were, though.
I don't know. I just was like, oh, I need to start thinking about these things. You know?
Yeah, morning flights with babies is always the way
It's
to
the
go.
best.
You got to do the mornings.
Yeah.
If you have to wake them up early, that's fine, but don't play around if you can with
The evening night flights were always
evening
worse.
nightmare.
You told me that, and then I was like, she's so right about that.
I had to learn. I did it wrong a lot of times. I did it wrong.
Well, you walked so we could run.
I tripped and fell on the way.
Okay, my dream trip, and I think Caleb and I are really well. I hope it happens this year. I really want
It's
to go
gonna
to
happen.
Greece. I know, but then Caleb came in with like, well, maybe
I
we
know,
can compromise,
but-
and I'm like, that actually doesn't sound like compromise.
That's the hard thing about compromise.
I know.
It usually looks like one person. Getting
I
their
know.
way.
I did see a side on it, so I'm hoping it happens this year. We both turned 30 this year, and it's our 7-year marriage wedding anniversary. So I think it'd be such a fun year to go. But if it happens closer to next year, that's also fine. But yeah, I really want to go back to Italy, but we did that for our honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we talked about wanting to go do something we haven't done before, and the flights.
Just the two of you.
I know that was one of my goals from
Yeah.
January 1st was to go on a trip, just us two, and I wanted to do a big one. So yeah, still working on convincing Caleb on timeline of it, but I just think it'd be so fun. I feel like Greece is one of those places where you can go to the islands. There's leisure. There's also a lot of beauty. There's also so much history that would be really cool, and I feel like it's a good mix of like biblical history and not like just everything about it just seems so cool and fascinating. So I also think figuring out a timeline would be hard because I want to go for 7 days. Caleb says 10, and I'm like that just seems like way too much time away from the kids. But it is hard when you're planning on going so far.
Yeah.
Figuring out what's the best
That's
time.
what we said. We're like, if we're gonna go to Europe, we're gonna go for 10 days.
Yeah, and then
Matt was like 3 weeks. I was like, no. Even though we're taking the kids with us, I'm
Yeah.
like, that feels crazy.
I know it just.
But 10 days, I feel like
We did a
That just
10-day
seems so
Greece
hard.
cruise, and it was. I mean, every day was booked. Like
I
there's so
know.
much
There's a lot to
see.
do.
There's so much to do. So I'll ask you guys for recommendations.
It was the best.
it literally looks
I
like the
loved it.
postcards, like the books. Like it looks
know.
exactly like that.
It seems so picturesque. So
It is.
I know. We want to do it.
So much history.
That's the dream.
That's a
Love
dream.
it.
We're putting them out there. We hope it happens.
Yes.
That's all for the trips. Comment down below any other ideas that come to mind because I'm itching to travel, and I just honestly sometimes it just scratches the itch just to talk about it, just to be like, that would be a fun idea. Like, let's think about that for the future. But like I said in my New Year's resolutions, like my goal was like to travel with friends more. I want to do different types of travel, like girls trips, like couples trips, family trips. Like I just think that is so fun and exciting. So I love all the categories.
Yes, me too. That was good. Ask Abby.
Now we are going to hear from you guys, which this is probably my favorite part of every episode. It's so nice of you guys to participate like this. And it is vulnerable to like call in and leave a message.
Right.
And especially some of the questions you're asking, like I'm so grateful.
Seriously.
And also from us, like we don't know what we're talking about, but
But thank you for wanting to
thank
hear
you.
our thoughts.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Marianne. I was wondering if you ever get mad at each other, if you ever do anything that annoys each other. That would be a fun topic.
Oh, to us too? Marianne. She's like, I want the tea.
I want the tea.
What would you say, Abby?
We just had our first conflict a couple weeks ago. But I feel like we handle, it's like good. Of course we're going to. We spend so much time together, and like we're so ingrained in each other's lives. We're sisters. We're best friends. We're kids. We're like raising kids together, and so I think, of course, everyone has moments.
Yeah, I think the thing about like being like sister-in-laws or sisters with people is that it's like the other person. Well, hopefully your sister like so well. It's like you know their heart so well. So you're like, okay, like I don't feel like. You're just tussling in your head back and forth, especially because it's like when you're as easy to get along with as Abby is. It's like you're just tussling back and forth. You're like, do we bring? Is this really worth? And I feel like you probably feel the same way. You're like, like is it really worth all this?
Sure.
And so obviously things. I would say that we never have had like an explosive fight.
No.
That would be very uncomfortable.
Right.
If that happens.
Yeah, and I feel like we're good about being like.
You're not even like that. I couldn't even.
Yeah, I don't.
Both are so mature. Like
What?
Yes.
Whoa, that's
I have
really
the,
kind,
yes.
Abby.
That's kind because I have actually been feeling really immature recently.
You know what? It's our hormones. I don't think you've been immature at all. But I feel like in my head, like even today, I was like, I've just been so critical of Caleb. Like, I'm just being immature.
It's immature.
With each other, like with conflict
my hormones.
with like friends and stuff. I feel like, or like with each other. And
That's
Oh,
nice.
that's
guys are
sweet.
very
I would
mature.
say you're very mature.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like it's like them so well, you're like, okay, well, like I know that this isn't like how they are
Totally.
and it's like I know that there's some of my own stuff mixed in with this, and so
I feel the same. And it's also like I think we both know that we have each other's best interests at heart. And so when you have that perspective of like your friends and your sisters, it's like,
I wouldn't say there's like conflict.
it makes it easy to bring to the forth when it's like,
You're also like the least angry confrontational person.
Oh, that's really kind.
I feel like Abby would take a lot from like anybody. I don't think you'd
Oh,
ever.
Absolutely, you would.
You know why? Because I have two sisters that
I'm not like,
I'm not scared of anybody in this world except my sisters, and they know it.
they know it. They're like, that's right.
I think that's also unique too, because what I was thinking about, I'm like, we don't ever really have conflict either. And if we ever do, it's usually business stuff. We're just talking about business things and work. But I'm like, if I ever talk about something and I talk about it with Blake, he's coming as your brother. And he's like, she's not thinking about it that way or doing that. Where it's for you, it's both of your spouses that are the brothers and not your guys' actual siblings.
Yeah, which that does play a role as well.
Yeah.
That does play a role. Family, gets layered.
Yeah, it does. But I think that also makes it even better where it's like,
Oh yeah,
if
you're
we
like, we're
haven't-
not going anywhere.
No, we're not going anywhere. So if we have something where it's like we just talk about it there, right then and there.
Yeah.
And it makes it easy. Yeah.
Hey, I'm just wondering, I have a friend who's having a baby in a couple months, and I'd really like to make her some kind of care package. I am not yet a mom, have not given birth, and so I'm just wondering what your recommendations would be on some good, budget-friendly things to put in like a little care package for mama. Thank you.
That's so
really
thoughtful.
sweet. And that's a good question to ask, because I do feel like the way I show up for other moms after they've had a baby changed dramatically once I became a mom myself.
For sure.
Because the things that I like anticipated them wanting or needing, I was like, oh, they don't probably necessarily want or need that. So that's a good question to ask.
Really
and that's
good.
very sweet.
What are some things that you would add? If I'm putting together a basket,
Okay.
I'm trying to think through some like electrolyte packets.
Yeah, that's good.
for breastfeeding. Mm-hmm. No one's like feeling great physically, so I'm like, I don't even know. You can't take baths really right after postpartum, so skip the bath stuff.
Yeah, skip the bath stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like, I hate to say it, fuzzy socks.
Cozy socks is
I
really
was going to say
good.
don't do it.
Because you're so sweaty and
sweaty.
hot. It's going to
And
back
you
you up
get a
in
lot of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to give, but I'm thinking of like, this is a time of your life where it's like, be as practical,
Really practical.
as possible.
Yes.
Because
The fluff is actually overwhelming.
fluff is overwhelming, and like, so I think electrolyte packets is really good. You can make or purchase like lactation cookies. I feel like that's like a good easy thing.
Yeah. A gift card to a restaurant, like Uber Eats or DoorDash.
Uber Eats or
Is
DoorDash.
the best.
Great, can't go wrong. And I just remember thinking like, both times postpartum, I was like, I don't want to, like, I just remember the clothes dilemma really got me. You can't wear normal stuff because you're breastfeeding, and you don't really fit in your pregnancy clothes anymore, but you don't fit in your regular clothes, and you want to feel put together, but you want to be comfy. So like a thing I really try to, like, if you can, is get like a matching set. You can get one even from Target.
Yeah.
Just a matching comfy set that I actually got Addie.
But I was
that.
gonna say,
yeah,
that was
you-
one of my
I wore the
favorite
pink one you got
things.
me a couple weeks ago,
like
too.
one of the favorite things was just like having something I could wear.
Just something to wear that
Something
makes you
loose
feel
fitting.
like yourself, put together, feminine, but also comfortable, and like just put together. I don't know why that felt like such a need. Like I was like, I just want to feel like a human again, but like I can't wear anything, and you just want to be cozy. I think if you could do that, or just like even just one from Target, something that's a little different from pajamas. Pajamas would be a good idea too, but also just like if you could kind of have a dual purpose there, that'd be really good, so you could get out too. Yeah, I think those are all. Can you think of anything more?
I'm trying to think of something.
Little
maybe just
snackies.
Snacks are really good. Just anything. I feel like postpartum, the hardest thing to remember is to eat, which sounds silly, but it's like, especially when you have other kids, you're nursing, you're trying to feed your toddler, you're trying to clean up after the meals. And then by the time you know it, it's like 1 p.m. and you haven't eaten anything. So little convenient meals are the easiest and the best.
And I craved healthier like I kind of wanted something healthier at
Yeah.
that point. So like I feel like chopsticks would be good, or like just like little healthier bites. And this was something else I was going to say. If they have a toddler, I feel like it would mean the world to them if you could help meet some of their needs for their toddler, because they're already probably feeling like transitioning that kid is probably harder than having a newborn and a stressor on their life. So if you can get like toys or an activity like coloring books, magnet tiles, like anything for their toddler, and then also like toddler snacks. Like one of my friends had a baby, and I know that he like loves cake pops from Starbucks.
Cute.
So I got him, and I like was like for Big Brother, because they're needing some attention too.
Totally.
And honestly, this is what I've noticed within myself too. Caring for my kids is a way of showing me like deep love. Like I'm like that. It's not like you're ignoring the mom. Like the mom will probably feel so loved if they have older kids if you're taking care of their kids. That's how I felt. Like I was like, gosh, this person, I can't thank them enough when they were doing stuff for like our kids.
Yeah,
and
so sweet.
That's something else. There's so many things you could do, honestly.
Yeah.
You can't do it wrong.
No,
so
you
I don't.
can't.
I don't mean to say anything like that. You literally cannot do it wrong. You just showing care is great, and also think about it, especially if you don't have kids or like family of your own. If you could just come and do one task for them, like empty their dishwasher and reload it, or like run a load of laundry, just tidy up something. I'm sure that you probably would want to be somewhat close to them if you're gonna come and do that. But like that would also be really meaningful and doesn't cost you anything.
2 other things I just thought of. Maybe like a dry, if you wanted to put like a product in there for like self-care stuff, a dry shampoo,
Claw clip,
and a claw clip and body wash.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be
I took
stinky.
2 showers a day postpartum.
I was gonna say lotion, because you like
Lotion.
a lot of people are worried about stretch marks.
Yeah,
and things
body
like that. Just
oil.
like body oil or something like that.
That's good.
I was gonna say doesn't go in a basket, but like breakfast item, quick like a breakfast casserole,
Yeah.
or like make some pancakes or muffins, or because that's the meal I never ate, because
Yes.
everyone brought dinner, no one brought breakfast.
Yes, Addie, I felt the same.
So
Yeah.
I was like, oop. And I don't have time to cook it.
No,
you
yeah.
know, so
The nights are so hard that you wake up and you're exhausted. So you don't want to like cook breakfast.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought of
such a
something
sweet
else
friend.
too. One more thing, you could also just get them a new water bottle, because they're probably very, very thirsty.
So
be
thirsty.
fun.
And that would be really fun to receive. It's always fun to receive. I know overconsumption.
It's okay. We love it. Just kidding. No, we
They're gonna
don't.
get a
don't
lot
love
of
it, but-
use out of it.
Yeah,
they really will.
Yeah, no, that'd be fun.
So
That'd be
fun.
really fun to receive.
Hi, you both seem to have really amazing relationships with your moms. I was wondering what's something that both of your moms did to help cultivate those good relationships into adulthood. I just had a daughter, and I would like to implement some of those things now. Thanks.
That's so sweet. It's true. My mom also listens to this podcast. So I did tell our team, I was like, let's edit the Valentine's Day episode with that in mind. Because I don't know what I said. But I said something about lingerie. Which we're keeping in. But
I think that was kept in there.
that's okay. I said it.
It's okay, Mom.
No,
they
but
know. They lived with
she
me for a couple
knows,
years.
She knows. She's great. No, my mom is great. And I think about that a lot now as an adult. Like, what did my mom do as I was growing up?
Agreed.
That made her someone that I can come to and ask questions about and I genuinely want to spend time with.
Same, yeah.
And I literally texted them the other day. I was like, I'm so glad I have parents I actually really want to hang out with.
I know.
And so so I think about it a lot. But I think it does boil down to I knew my parents had high expectations of me, but they were not overly strict on me. So I felt very safe to approach them all the time. And I think that's the main thing, especially as you go into your teenage years. I feel like that's a pivotal moment in your adulthood relationship. Now I hear a lot of stories of I went through a stage where I hated my mom and then I came and I really liked her. I never went through that, but I think that's totally normal if you do go through that. But my mom was always very approachable. There was nothing I was I'm gonna mess up, and if my mom finds out, then it's going to be a bigger mess than it already is. It always felt if I went to my mom, it was gonna be better. The situation was gonna be made better. It didn't feel like I was gonna get shamed or I was gonna get she was just so approachable and very relational about everything. And so I think that starts at the beginning, I think, because any relationship, as long as you're kind of already setting patterns, okay, am I someone that they can mess up around, and they still know that I have a high expectation, but I can see their flaws and they can still come to me and be loved, and we're going to figure it out together.
Totally. Oh, that's
just really long-winded.
No, that was great. I think that was great. Your parents are so good at that. I think with my mom, I think back, because obviously there's a shift, right? When you're young and they're your parent, I think my parents did a good job of keeping a parent-child relationship, and now we've transitioned into peer a little bit more so, And I was what did work through that? And I think when we were kids and teens, my mom and dad made the biggest effort to always show up. They were a part of everything, and not in an overbearing way where I feel my mom crossed a line of what's the drama? What's the tea? It was never like that. It was just hey, we're there for everything. Every volleyball game, every practice, every tournament, everything. My mom and my dad showed up, and they wanted to know what was going on. I feel they just took a genuine care in our lives and wanted to support us. And so now I even see that in my adulthood, to where my mom and dad snowbird here to spend time with us. They just take the extra mile to show up and be a part of our lives. It'd be very easy for them to not travel out here and not visit and just not really make the effort. And it's so touching to me. I'm dang. And this is for both of Caleb and I's parents. Our parents make the most effort to come out here. Your parents moved out here. Just to be a part of our lives. And I'm dang, that is just that gives me such gratitude, to where I also want to I want to honor that and want them to be a part of my life. Yeah. It kind of goes hand in hand.
That's really good for adult parents of adult children. I feel a lot of parents can fall into a trap where I don't want to bother them, or I don't want to do, and it's no, you their season of life is probably a busier season. So you taking that first step and doing that means so much, because it's oh, you still want to be a part. You're gonna go out of your way to still be a part of our lives and our kids' lives. And so yeah, I could talk and ramble forever about it, but yeah, I think that's really good. Showing up is really important.
I want to give my mom a shout out too, because she definitely listened to this podcast too, and that's what I was gonna say was showing up as a kid, growing up always there every weekend. I think one thing that you probably experienced this too, and maybe you too, is I'd have weekends away with my mom for dance competitions, and just getting that one-on-one time with her.
So fun.
So fun. Know it was going to be her. We'd do all the fun stuff. She'd get the snacks. She'd do the things. She'd really intentionally spend time with me during those long weekends. I never felt work was in the way of the time that she spent with me. And then as I've grown up, and her just being out here and making a plan and making it happen and getting to spend out here, it's just been the best. Like you said, people loving on your kids is the best way to love you, and them loving her so much has been like so touching.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I think it's good that you said that because like your parents, your mom and dad, your moms both worked full time. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. It's like working or not, you can still make the effort. And I think our parents just did such a good job of making effort. And that is not lost on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more thing is my mom was not overly reactive too. And so I always felt like that like helped because I was like, okay, I could say something and she's not going to like, it's not going to throw her off. Like she felt steady and stable. Like I remember asking my dad one time. Now I'm talking about my dad, but I remember this. I was a kid and I was like, Dad, I'm going to spell it. I was like, Dad, what's a Pussy wagon?
I've never even heard that.
He's
term.
like, he just quietly goes, he's like, where'd you hear that?
Yeah.
It was from Grease, the musical.
Oh.
And I was like,
oh.
I heard it from Grease. And he was like, okay. He said, yeah, we let you watch that. He's like, and so he was like, trying to remember. The fact that I approached him at age 7 and asked him that question.
He was probably like, we need to vet our movies.
Vet that a little bit more. But anyway, that's rambling. Okay, well, you guys, if you are listening to this and you're like, I would love to call in and ask a question, or I have a curious question or a crazy question, or just, I don't know, you want to engage, then you can call the phone number 602-456-9690. We'll also put that in the description. Just thank you guys so much for participating in that. It's so fun. It's like my favorite part of the episode.
It's so fun. Thank you. And thank you guys for leaving reviews and comments. We actually have a review here that we can read. The username is BHDDSYNKOHFXHJ. So
thank you.
Thank you. The title is my go-to for car drives and pump sessions, 5 stars. Love hearing these ladies in similar life stages chat about real things that a lot of us are going through. My 3 a.m. pump sessions appreciate the positivity and realness.
Thank
you so much. Oh, that's so sweet.
I always love hearing where you guys are listening to it, or like what you're doing as you listen to it, because that's just, I feel so connected to y'all when I hear those things.
Oh, sorry. Pump sessions. I thought you were talking about like gym sessions, but pumping. Girl, we are in the same spot.
That's sweet. Okay, well, that wraps up today's episode. Remember the book club. This is our last episode before we
Book club next week.
have book club next week.
Book still has not been delivered. I will read it. I will dedicate 16 hours in a row.
It should not take you 16
to this book.
hours.
Some people have been calling in, leaving voicemails about the book, which I think would be fun.
Oh, we should do one next
I was trying to review them, and I was like,
It's ruining it.
Don't tell me. No spoilers.
I think it might be a little bit of a weird book.
It is weird.
So we're going to have a lot to talk about.
Are you guys, how far
Have you
into it
started
are you?
it? Yeah.
I haven't started
It's interesting. I'm about 50% of the way through.
Okay.
I don't get it yet. I
Nashville.
still don't understand it yet, but it'll connect.
You
I'm
know?
sure.
Oh, shoot.
It'll be good.
It's good though.
So I can't wait to, if you want to be a part of the community in that way, we'll put a link also to the book club. And this month's book is My Husband's Wife. So you have a week now to read it before all the spoilers are coming out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
I'm excited to read it.
So thank you guys so much for rating, reviewing, all the things. We have a big team working on this that you might not see all the time. Well, actually, we have a small team. But we also have some members behind the scenes that it also means a lot to them, too. Like, these things all play a role in, like, our lives, our ecosystem here at Always Here. So there's a lot of people that means a lot to.
Yeah, everyone, we all read their reviews, and they're so grateful.
So thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
remember,
We're always here.